Please, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Students, teachers, school board members, family, and friends, on behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. For the past 13 years, all of you have invested time, money, and a lot of love into our lives and futures. Today, we hope to repay you and show our appreciation for all that you have done. As we walk across this stage and end this journey, we hope that you will join in our excitement to begin another. I would like to introduce those seated on the stage and ask each to stand as I call his or her name. Please hold your applause until I have introduced everyone. For the Board of Directors, Mr. Blake Bell, President. Miss Gina White, Vice President. Miss Ida Tramble, Secretary. Dr. Kenneth G. Harris, Mr. Matt Johnson, Dr. Jeff Root, and Mr. Clark Tennyson. Administrators seated in the staging area are our Superintendent, Miss Nikki Thomas, our Principal, Miss Callie Hunley, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Jeanette Turner, our Assistant Principal, Mr. Trent Smith, and our Dean of Students, Mr. Garrett Garner. Our faculty speaker today is Mr. Steve Patterson. Thank you all for being a part of our commencement. You may be seated. As my time in the Arkadelphia School District comes to a close, I would like to thank those of you in attendance today who have positively impacted my life, as well as thank everyone here who has supported these students behind me and helped us achieve this wonderful accomplishment that we now celebrate today. Although we may be leaving here as Arkadelphia High School alumni, I'm certain our time as students will forever be remembered through experiences with all of you and with each other. Once again, on behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to thank you for being part of our commencement. Now, Ms. Callie Hunley will recognize our summa cum laude graduates.
Today, we want to recognize the AHS graduates who have earned summa cum laude status. These graduates have earned a GPA of 4.001 or better and a composite ACT score of 21 or better with no subscore lower than 19. As I call the names of these graduates, please stand and remain standing until all the names are called. Carter Andrew Babb. Logan Wayne Barnett. Manning Elizabeth Blaze Batson. Bailey Louise Boyles. Brooklyn Shay Boyette. Nathaniel Seth Campbell. Julia Catherine Carter. Calvin Richard Clardy. Anna Lee Derby. Amelia Grace Erickson, Olivia Grace Vanaki, Michaela Danielle Gentry, Kevin Vipul Gadella, Julia Rayleigh Jones, Gray Allen Manning, Sarah Ann Miller, Timothy Owen Morgan, Matilde Botai Moyo, Madeline Ann Neal, Savannah Faye Zeeler. Ladies and gentlemen, Arkadelphia High School summa cum laude graduates.
Our summa cum laude speaker is Savannah Faye Zeeler, the daughter of Richard Zeeler and Ronnie and Sandra Land. Savannah is a member of the Championship Arkadelphia Band Program and a section leader for the Color Guard. She is a 4-year Badger Scholar and a member of the National Honor Society and the Beta Club. She is also the co-captain of the newly formed Young Democrats of Arkansas organization. Savannah has volunteered for Operation Christmas Child, for blood drives, and at the Humane Society. Her optimism extends to helping people and seeing the brighter side of things. As she says, I want to help people see their own abilities and accomplishments. Please help me welcome the class of 2023 speaker, Savannah Faye Zieler.
Good morning. I'd first like to thank the faculty and staff, school board members, administration, and family and friends for attending today's ceremony and celebrating us moving into a new chapter of our lives. And for the graduating class of 2023, congratulations. After years of hard work and dedication, we have made it. We have counted down the hours since day one, and we have officially made it to our goal. It seems like yesterday we were walking through the doors as freshmen, unaware of how fast time would fly. Now, we stand here as graduates moving on to an even bigger project. However, graduation is not the end point, but instead the beginning of a new chapter of our lives. I look at the people around me and see the students I have grown up with and the people who I have spent the majority of my life with. I see the people I have worked with in group projects, the people I have sat next to in class, and the people I have greeted in the halls. I see the people I have grown close to and have seen grow into the mature, amazing people they are today. I look at each of you and see the faces I have cried with, laughed with, and have come to love throughout my years here at Arkadelphia. We have the power to do great things as the future leaders of the world, and I am honored to be standing alongside these amazing people. Today can mean different things to each and every one of us. For some, it is a day of relief and excitement for a job well done. For others, it is a day of nostalgia and bittersweet sadness as we reflect on the cherished memories we have made. We have endured every challenge, lifted each other through every hardship, and celebrated every success. Being a student at Arkadelphia is crying after you win your final marching band state competition. It is going to your friends' games to support them and cheering in the stands. It is putting your all into the scream match during pep rallies and dancing your heart out while the band plays. It is going to your favorite teacher's room during lunch just to say hello. Being a student at Arkadelphia has been such a fulfilling experience, and each of us will look back on these memories and hold them dear to our hearts. Our time spent here at Arkadelphia has been filled with fond memories and impactful teachings. We have, of course, learned core education, but we have also learned how to hold ourselves to a higher regard. We have consulted with people who have made us realize our full potential and have helped guide us through the difficult time of high school. We have been taught independence, but also how to rely on others and how to feel like a community. Being a student at Arkadelphia has not only prepared us for the future, but has given us the fond memories that we will cherish forever. We have finally grown up. We have counted down the months, weeks, days, and hours, and have finally reached the finish line. I would like to thank everyone for being here today and celebrating the graduating class of 2023 as we close one chapter of our lives and begin a new one. After years of hard work and dedication, we have finally made it to the finish line and can begin our next race. To the graduating class of 2023, congratulations.
It is my honor to introduce Mr. Steve Patterson to present the Faculty Challenge. Steve Patterson is a 38-year veteran of Arkadelphia High School, where he teaches English and coaches golf and soccer. He also advises the student council and coaches the high school quiz bowl team, which has won the 4A state championship 5 times. He has been named Teacher of the Year for Arkadelphia High School. Mr. Patterson is the past president of the Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl Association Board of Directors and also serves as senior high tournament coordinator for the state. For the past several years, he has served as quizmaster for the state finals broadcast of State Quiz Bowl on Arkansas PBS. He served for 21 years as secretary on the board of directors for the Miss Arkansas's Outstanding Teen Scholarship Pageant, and he has judged and emceed numerous local pageants. Mr. Patterson has also served churches across southern Arkansas as a youth minister and associate pastor, including Nashville First Baptist Church, Park Hill Baptist Church, First Baptist Church, and 3rd Street Baptist Church in Arkadelphia. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree and an MSc from Ouachita Baptist University and is a proud supporter of the Tigers. For many years, he has served as public address announcer for Arkadelphia football and basketball, as well as the Badger Pride Marching Band. His greatest pleasure is supporting the Badgers in all of their various activities and competitions. Mr. Patterson greets everyone with a smile and a witty remark. We all love his fun and friendly personality. We fondly refer to him as Pat and appreciate all he has done for his students. Pat has made a huge impact on not only our graduating class, but the entire Arkadelphia community. Please help me welcome Mr. Steve Patterson for the Faculty Challenge.
Well, thank you, Anna. It is a great privilege to be asked by the class of 2023 to represent the faculty and in some ways the community of Arkadelphia. You know, Arkadelphia supports education and the values of education in a way unparalleled in Arkansas. And as a result, we have the Arkansas Promise, which is a wonderful thing, and I hope all of you are benefiting from that. As I step to this podium, I find myself surrounded by members of the class of 2023 for whom I have a great deal of respect. I've had the privilege of speaking at several graduation ceremonies over the course of my career here, and I know I may have told the last class that they were the best ever, but I was wrong. This group sitting behind me, this group, the class of 2023, is the greatest class to walk through the halls of Arkadelphia High School. They're also ornery and stubborn and impatient, but they're a great deal of fun. I've enjoyed getting to know each and every one of them, and I have thought long and hard about this class we're sending out into the world. The class of 2023 has a unique quality about it that defies pigeonholing, because they're all very unique individuals with their own unique set of talents. And in a class which is about as impressive as any I can remember in my 38 years, the graduates on this stage around me, they are standouts in a standout class. If I had planned to mention today, and I don't need to because Anna did it, but I understand that if I did plan to mention the fact that our Quiz Bowl team won the 4A state championship this year, and on television no less, then I would also mention that your president, who welcomed us today, was a vital member of that terrific team. And another one of your officers, who I consider the son that I never had, took third place in the state overall golf championships this year, and we've had a great time together. I've long been in awe of these officers' abilities and their love of learning. They represent the reason why most of us who teach get up and gladly go to work every day. And Savannah did such a wonderful job and set the bar so high. All I can do is try not to distract from her remarks and to tell you, remember what she said, not what I said. Good job, Savannah. As I was thinking about this morning about what I would say to you today, what gem of intellectual nourishment I could instill in you, what nugget of knowledge that would inspire you somehow to greater and higher goals than you've thought possible. I was met at the door by one of our seniors who interrupted my thoughts with these words, "Keep it short, Pat." When my name is called out to get my diploma, I don't want to be asleep. Talk about being brought down to earth. Well, I can't promise you that you'll still be awake when I'm done. In fact, I'm not even sure some of you are awake now, since some of you have perfected that ability to look awake in class and even interested while actually being sound asleep. A quality, by the way, which will come in handy in tomorrow's church services. But hopefully I can still impart a word of inspiration to you before you pass out completely. Graduates, as you sit here today, you're surrounded by a great group of loving and supportive family members, friends, and community members who desire only the best for you. They're proud of you individually and as a group. I'm reminded of that passage of Scripture in Hebrews that says, "Therefore, since you are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." I don't know a lot about running in races. I'm not even good about walking in them. But I do know that those who enjoy running are very passionate about it. To be a good runner, you have to do a lot of running. They get up at weird hours and they wear these little skimpy shorts, shorter than those basketball shorts we used to wear when I was in high school. Listen, these runners are very passionate about what they do. And one absolute truth about life is that, like a race, it has a starting point and, sadly, an ending point. Today is your starting point. My hope is that you won't reach your ending point until the day you die, whenever God decides that will be. I encourage you to keep growing and learning and changing. So my challenge to the class of 2023 today is a simple one. Learn in the midst of looking out for yourself and growing stronger academically. Learn to seek and to find ways that serve your fellow man. Let me remind you of one of the greatest scriptures from the Bible. Jesus called them together and said, "You know that those who are regarded as Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Let me repeat one line. Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant. Now, I promise you, I'm not going to belabor you with a sermon on serving your fellow man. I'm simply going to ask you to seek out and pursue at least one avenue of service that will help other people and make their lives better. I know that we typically think about working hard and making a huge effort to achieve our goals as we move out into life, and we still want that for you. I mentioned a runner's passion for running his race. This is how we hope you'll be, but be as passionate about living your lives in service to other people. Whether it be helping people recover from a tornado, as we just saw in Little Rock, or supporting worthwhile causes here at home, like our food and clothing pantries, helping others is where you will truly find fulfillment. At Arkadelphia High School, we have teachers who are teaching their students the importance of service. Some of them, like our coaches, do so on a daily basis, and others with service projects. For instance, I thank Mrs. Ashley Wesley for teaching her students the importance of service. They have just finished a project raising money for ALS research, and her FBLA group has done many hours of community service. Thank you, Mrs. Wesley, and on the others of our staff who make these life-changing opportunities available to our students. And these lessons of service extend past the high school over to Parrott, Peak, and Goza, all of whom have teachers who are leading their students in service. Here's the key. If you want to be a success or a bigwig or someone important in your job or your community, learn to serve. Learn to give back and follow through with that commitment. And I humbly suggest you don't make a big deal of it. Make it a natural part of your life. And when you get a family, if God's in store for you, teach them those same principles. Then you will know what true fulfillment is. Whatever else you become, be a servant. In each of my faculty challenges, I've ended with this quote from Jerry Seinfeld. Life truly is a ride. We're all strapped in and no one can stop it. When the doctor slaps your behind, he's ripping your ticket and away you go. As you make each passage from youth to adulthood to maturity, sometimes you put up your arms and scream, and sometimes you just hang on tightly to that bar in front of you, trying to survive. But the ride is the thing. I think the most you can hope for at the end of life is that your hair is messed up, you're out of breath, and you didn't throw up. Life is going to be like that, students. You'll experience terror, yes, but when it's over, you'll be thrilled to still be alive. And we hope that you will live in such a way that whatever happens to you in life, you'll make the most of it by being good human beings and finding ways to love life and love and serve each other. It is time for the faculty and staff of Arkadelphia High School and Arkadelphia Public Schools to say goodbye, good luck, and God be with you. Go and fulfill our dreams for you and surprise us with your choice of service to your fellow man. We love you, and we always will. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Badger.
Mr. Patterson, on behalf of the senior class of 2023, I accept your challenge to find ways to serve our fellow man. Ladies and gentlemen, seniors and their parents, and members of the gallery, thank you for coming to this monumentous occasion. I'll keep it a lot shorter than that since I want to get my diploma as much as you do. This graduation is the culmination of the past 13 years of our lives. This graduation is a transition from one stage of life to another. We are transitioning from high school to college or technical school, or we're going straight into work. We are transitioning from a time of adolescence to a bright future in adulthood. And our generation, specifically the class of 2023, is going to overcome all the adversity that comes along with this new stage of life. That includes doing difficult tasks like buying a house or paying taxes, includes being responsible for waking up and going to your classes or making your own lunch. It's going to be uncomfortable and a little difficult, but I think that if we made it this far, we'll be fine. We will rise above the troubles of the modern world and prove to all those that thought we were weak, uneducated, and undeserving of all the good things in life that they were wrong. And we'll do it all while accepting Pat's challenge to find ways to serve our fellow man. Thank you, and I'll see you at the reunion, and Miss Hunley's going to come and say all our names.
Before we present the candidates for graduation, we regrettably but respectfully ask that you not enter the area where we're presenting diplomas. We do have someone taking pictures, and they will be posted on our Facebook page, all of our social media later, but we do ask that you refrain from entering this area. We also ask that you hold your applause until everyone's name has been called so that everyone's name can be heard. We want everyone to be able to hear their graduate's name also. We're also pleased to include as part of this ceremony the presentation of medallions for honor graduates and cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude status, and for advanced diplomas. The parents of these honor graduates will present the medallion to their children. Manning Blaze Batson. Anna Lee Derby. Bailey Louise Boyles. Gray Allen Manning. Madeline Ann Neal. Timothy Owen Morgan. Savannah Faye Zeeler. Michaela Danielle Gentry. Alina Jolie Alcala. Cameron Jade Allison. Zachary Quincy Arnold. Carter Andrew Babb. Logan Wayne Barnett. Marvion Deshawn Berry. Brooklyn Shea Boyette. Michaela Arania Bragg. Samuel Alexander Brightwell. Joshua Lamar Brim. Courtney Tyler Brown. Alan Michael Buckley. Christopher Tripp Cannon Campbell. Nathaniel Seth Campbell. Julia Catherine Carter. Ishmael Isaac Cervantes. Yanni Roberto Chicas Jr. Calvin Richard Clardy. Judson Joel Kuhn. Stanley Christopher Cordero. Tifton Connor Covington II. Tekilia Kenise Crawford. Brock Lane Curry. Kayla Marie Davis. Mechanus Intarius Davis Jr. Leslie Dennis. Sarah Joanne DeMauro. Layla Amaya Queen Dickerson. Brandon Alexander Dickey. Felicia Dawn Dixon. Carson Reed Eddy. Amelia Grace Erickson. Austin Lane Evans. Riley Joy Evans. Olivia Grace Fanaki. Casey Nicole Fritz. Avery Elise Garner. Amaya Brianna Gerard. Alexander Deshawn Gatlin. Kevin Vipul Gadella. Latour Gossett Jr. Christopher Emil Gray. Jemai Tykes Hall. Kirsten Janae Hall. Hayden Allen Harper. Phoenix Blaine Hewitt. Cheyenne Ashley Holmes. Nafatiria Cherie Horton. Hope Elizabeth Howerton. Latonio Terrell Hughes II. Rocky Markel Hughes. Demonte Giovanni Jimenez. Aiden McCall Jones. Julia Rayleigh Jones. Lauren Elizabeth Jones. Spencer Lane LaFont. Aries Jamarian Lambert. Ayana Zantrice Lindsay. Romello Tyrese Lozana. Alana Bree Linders Gonzalez. Christian Mitchell Malcolm. Isabel Grace Martin Tyler. Samuel Edward David McAllister. Jonathan Austin McLean. Brooklyn Nicole McLeod. Andrew Christopher McGlone. Caitlin Emery McGough. Sarah Ann Miller. Skylar Abigail Mounts. Matinde Foyfoti Moyo. Francisco Damian Noriega. Haley Bell O'Neill. Michaela Alexis Perry. Alejandro Quintero. Kathleen Lapita Ramirez. Landon Ratliff. Madison Lynn Ray. Jaden Paul Ring. Britzel Rivera. Emily Neal Rivera. Eva Arlette Rivera. Connor Ethan Robbins. Nigel Lavelle Robinson. George Rodriguez Jr. Chelsea Antoinette Rux. Madison Michelle Runyon. Mariah Nicole Rutherford. Caden Salinas. Deshaun DeMoney Scott. Jacoby Bernard Scott. Jakiri Bernard Scott. Daryl Lewis Simpson, Jr. Dakota James Edward Singleton. Leah Janae Smith. Lamar Corian Devontae Smith. Amaya Nicole Snowden. Jelias William Solomon. Atavia Lachey Saunier. Diamond Terrianne Alize Spittler. Deleon Rashad Somerville. Taiwan Anthony Somerville. Hayden Reese Taylor. Thomas Allen Thacker. Zane Alexander Thomason. Chesney Simone Thompson. Bryston Howard Thrower. Andrew Nicholas Trigg. Madison Marie Trigg. Sydney Alexis Trigg. Angelina Deshay Turner. Connor Zane Vance. Aiden Hunter Voss. Garrett James Ward. Aaliyah Marie Ware. Connor Allen Welcher. Donovan Lee Witten. Angelica Maya Unique Williams. Gabrielle Elise Williams. Carlos LeRon Williams. Marquise Deshay Williams. Max Cloud Wilson. Xavier Jermaine Wilson. Taylor Ann Woodson. Atlantis Sanaya Rayon Yarber. Serena Solathad Yepes. Members of the Arkadelphia School Board, Mrs. Thomas, faculty, parents, and guests, as principal of Arkadelphia High School, it is my distinct privilege to formally present to you the 2023 graduating class. In presenting this class, I certify that they have satisfactorily met all the requirements of the diplomas that they will receive. Will the graduates in the staging area please rise? I proudly present to you the graduating class of 2023.
On behalf of the class of 2023, we thank you for sharing our commencement with us today. We especially thank our parents for their continuing support and our teachers for their willingness to work so hard to see that we graduate. Please stand as Michaela leads our alma mater.